Okay. All right. So now we're going to return to what we were doing before I forgot to turn on the recording. And of course,
We don't have to repeat it from the beginning.
only if we want. Okay, so we just for anyone who might be, but everyone is here, right? So we don't have to, yeah, everyone's here. So anyone who's going to be watching this, you've all seen it once before. Okay. So so we're learning, this is what I was trying to remember before about Mordechai. They claim that, not they claim, the Megillah says that he was one who had been carried away, and not, I don't think they mean Mordechai himself, but I think they're referring to the son of Yair, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish. I think they're talking about Kish, not Mordechai. Right? Is that what you think? Because I don't know.
Yeah, there's a comma there, but it breaks it up into 6, 5, and 6. So yeah, it's been,
I
yeah.
think it's Kish who had been carried away. So they're saying that he was, when they had the exile, the Golah from Jerusalem, and they were taken to Babylon. That was Mordechai's family. If whether it was his father or his grandfather, it's hard to tell. But whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away. Okay. So I just wanted he has a very good, rich genealogy, Mordechai. He's not just a nobody. Okay. Okay. Amy.
Oh, just a second. Okay, we're up to,
Vayehi.
Vayehi Omen et Hadassah Ki Esther Bat Dodo.
Right. Yeah, his uncles. Bat
Ki
Dodo, his uncle's daughter.
Order of his uncle.
The daughter of his uncle. Dode is uncle. So Dodo is his uncle. So the daughter of his uncle.
Ki Ein La Av Vaes. No, Vaem.
It's a final mem. It's a final mem. Vaem, father or mother.
Vaem.
It's short for Ima. Mother is Ima, maybe. So this is a short way of saying mother. She didn't have a father or a mother.
Vahana Ara.
Mhm.
Yifat Toar.
Mhm.
Vitova More Morde.
Mar'eh. Mar'eh.
Vuv. Oh no.
Uv mot. Uv
Mot. Abia. Ve'ima. Lakata. Lakacha. Mordechai. Lo. Levat.
Okay. So this is confusing because I think we're told that I don't know why we were told it because it's right here in the Megillah, but I know I grew up thinking, weren't we told that Esther was his niece?
Yeah.
So let's see if it's his uncle's daughter. Does that make it his niece? It would be if it was his brother's daughter would be his niece, right?
Right,
So
that's right.
not exactly, but anyway. So, and he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther. So we have two names. Is someone talking?
Yeah, sorry, I got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so so he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither Ein La, she didn't have a mother or father or mother, And the beautiful, so the Ara is a maiden. So the beautiful, and the maiden was of beautiful form. Toar is form. She was of beautiful form. I don't know if that means she had a good figure or and fair to look at. So she was pretty. And when her father and her mother were dead, Mordecai took her for his own daughter. So I guess he presented her as his daughter, not his niece and not his uncle's daughter. Right? Anyway, it's a little bit different from from what we grew up thinking anyway. And I guess they're, more recently people have questioned what kind of a relationship they really had. And but this
Oh,
is what the
really?
Megillah says. Yeah, there have been speculation. Who knows? But anyway, this is what the Megillah
I
actually
heard the
says.
same thing.
You heard the same thing?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, what are you gonna do? All right, Marilyn,
Yes.
the
Mhm.
king, okay, so Vayet.
Yeah. Vayehav Hamelech et Esther Mikol Hanashim V'tisa Chen V'chesed Lefanav Mikol Habtulot Vayasem Keter Mahut Barosha Vayam Licheha Tachat Vashti.
Good, okay, so the king loved Esther more, Mikol Hanashim, above all the women, and she obtained grace, chesed, and favor. Chen is grace, okay, and favor, chesed, okay, chen is grace, right. In his sight, more than all the virgins, so a Betula is a virgin. If you ever read Eicha closely, you'll see they talk about Betulot all, throughout the whole thing is the virgins. So that he set the royal crown, Keter Malchut, upon her head, Birosha, right? Rosh, and then if you add the makes it her head, and made her queen instead of Vashti. Okay.
So this is a
as you can-
synopsis. Excuse me. This is a synopsis.
right, that's what I said at the beginning. That's
Oh, I missed that.
selected verses. So yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
skipped over a lot. I just wanted to pick out, we could still get the basic story, but wanted to pick out the ones that we recognize, a lot of the words. If we went through the whole thing, we'd be here, a long time. Okay. Chapter 3. All right, verse 1. Okay, Audrey.
Asar hadivarim ha'ele, gidal hamelech Achashverosh, et Haman ben Hamdata, Hagagi, Vayinash Ehu, Vayasem et Kiso Me'al, Kol Hasharim Asher Ito.
Okay. So after these things, I love that. I just get such a kick out of how this is written. After these things, Achashverosh promoted Haman and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. Okay. So Haman rises to power. Okay. Trying to think what other words here. So these are just a whole bunch of names. Son of Hamedata, the Agathite. All right. Okay. So now, so we would introduce to Haman, and we know that he's very powerful. Then that seemed like enough to progress with the story. Okay, chapter 5. Arlene.
All right. Vayehi Bayom Hashlishi Batil Bash Esther Malchut vata mode
Uh-huh.
b'chazer beit
Bechatzar, bechatzar.
Chatzar,
Yeah.
Chatzar, Beit Hamelech Hapin Pinmit
Ini.
Lochat
Nochach, nochach.
Nochach, Beit Hamelech V'Hamelech Yoshev Al Kisei Malchuto Beveit Hamalchut Nachat Nochach Petach Habayit Habayit.
Habayit, yeah, good. So on the third day, by Yom HaShlishi, Esther put on her royal apparel. Tilbash is to get dressed, okay, and stood. Ta'amod is stand. Do you ever when people are called up to have an aliyah and they call
Yes,
a woman,
Of
they'll
course,
say
yeah.
ta'amod, right?
Yes, yeah,
Tama.
yeah.
Okay, so stood, the Bechatzar is in the court of the king's house, Beit HaMelech, over against the king's house. A penny meat, okay? And the king sat upon his royal throne, so Kisei, al Kisei Ram Vinisa, that's in our prayers too, talking about God on his throne. Al Kisei Malchuto, and the royal throne, Beveit HaMalchut Nochach Petach Habayit, at the entrance of the house. Okay. And we're skipping a lot in chapter 9. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Amy.
I was just curious. So Petach means the entrance?
Yes,
So-
Petach HaOhel. Usually we see it in the
Petach
Torah as Petach HaOhel,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
entrance of the tent. You'll see that all the time.
So they have a town Petach Tikva.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What does it mean, Tikva? Do we know?
Tikva isn't that hope?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That's a cool name. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, like Hatikva.
Right. And my synagogue is Olam Tikva, the world of hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
is Hatikva the hope?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it means, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and Petach, yeah, you'll see most of the time whenever I see Petach, it's HaOhel. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Amy, I think.
Ka'amim,
Don't forget the Yud.
Kayamim,
Good.
Asher, Nechu,
Nahu rested. Yeah.
Nahu, Bahem, Hayehudim.
The Jews, right.
Yehudim?
Yehudim.
Oh. Meo Vetem, V'hachadesh,
Chodesh.
V'hachodesh, Asher, Netvach, Lachem, Miyagon, Lesim
Simcha. It's like a simcha.
Simcha. Okay. Ume'evel, L'yom Tov, La'asot, Otam, Yemei, Mishtah,
Mishteh.
Mishteh, V'simata,
The simcha. There's no T here.
V'simcha, Umish, Lota,
Lo ach.
Loach. Manot,
You know Mishloach Manot? Is your sister?
Oh,
who-
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Mishloach is Mishloach Manot.
Ish, Larehu, Umatano, Umatanut. Oh no, Umatanot.
Mm-hmm.
Laev e nim.
Le'ev Yonim.
Ev yo nim.
Okay, good. So let's see. So this is where we get all of our our customs, our traditions for Purim, because Purim is not in the Torah, as you probably know. So in the days wherein the Jews, Yehudim had rest, Nahu, I think it's Nahu, I'm not sure if it's Nahu or Nahu, from their enemies. So Oyev, Oive, oh my God, is that
Oive.
where Oive comes from?
Oy
Look
vey.
Oive, the expression Oive, is that what that comes
Which
from?
means, woe is me. Yeah.
Wow, from their enemies. And the month which was turned unto them, the month which went from sorrow to gladness. So miyagon is sadness, lisimcha, to simcha, to gladness. And from mourning, then Evel, like an Evel is a mourner, to a good day, Yom Tov, we I think most of the time we say that for the high holidays, or maybe the festivals as well, Yom Tov, la asototam, that they should make them days, yemei mishteh. So remember at the very beginning, when the king was making a mishteh, a feast for all his officers, and so they make the days of feasting and happiness, simcha, simcha,
Simcha.
okay, and of sending mishloach manot, portions to one another, and gifts to the poor, matanot le'evyonim. So all of our customs around Purim are from this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was the last one. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, it was just a little snapshot of the key parts of the Megillah. There's lots more, but so I don't know if your synagogue is, do they make a theme for everybody to dress in the same kind of theme? Or?
We have a spiel.
So ours is dressing up as food this year, which I think is a little weird, but that's what
And ours is the Wild West.
the wild one. So, all right. So let me try again. And this time I want to
I have a grammar.
find, I might have to, it's not gonna work. Stop share. Let's see. No, cancel. I'm gonna stop share, not stop recording. Am I sharing right now? No.
No,
Oh, okay.
You
That's
are the
No,
speaker.
that's not what I want. I want this. Why is this not here? Okay, here, this is what I want. Come on, you can do it. Share. Oh, you see that now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
good. Okay, good. So we're gonna start after the Kedusha.
Yeah, my nose is terrible today.
Mhm.
Okay, we just finished the Kedusha, and this is immediately what comes after that. And it's I'll just show you a little bit. It's Tikanta Shabbat. It's a reverse alphabetical acrostic celebrating Shabbat. In one verse it concludes with, "It was at Sinai that you commanded its proper service," thus incorporating into the acrostic not only the 22 letters of the alphabet, but also the 5 final letters, the ones that have a distinct shape when they appear at the letter of the word. Although slaughter and sacrifice would normally be considered a violation of the laws of Shabbat, God is pleased with this offering on Shabbat, for the sacrifices are offered in the service of God. That's interesting. Okay, let's read the Hebrew. Okay, Marilyn, you want to?
Yeah, yes, thank you. Tikanta Shabbat Ratzita Kabnoteha
Core, so it's core. This is you see the difference in the
core,
size
yes,
of
I
core.
do indeed. Core.
And this, you see, this is the
Duh.
two dots are bigger. So corbinoteha. Corbinoteha.
Why isn't it carbinotecha?
Because the vowel is much larger, telling us that it's the O sound, not the A sound.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I know at the beginning of every session, I usually go into that, but if you don't remember it, I'll resend the information about it, because it's one of
And
those
thank you.
things, it's one of those things that I know I can tell you that that's what we do, but I really can't explain, why. So I don't like to talk about it a lot, because I can't really, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it is, but I can't tell you why. So let me just send you the information about it. Okay. Corbinoteha. Okay, go ahead.
Tzinita Perusheha Sheha Im Sidure Nisa Beach no Beha.
So this
Oh,
is a
right.
kof,
Wait.
chaf, not a-
Asahe
it
Asaheha.
looks like a bet. I wish they would have, I mean, it doesn't really, because the bet has,
No,
the-
yeah, it really is.
but
I should know the difference.
but a lot of, it's not as clear as, they could have come up with a better way. I really do. Okay, go ahead.
Me'ain Geha Mea no Mea. That's the second. Do we say Me'an
Yeah,
Geha?
you can say ne, me'anegeha.
Geha. La'olam Kavod. Right? Kavod.
Yeah,
Inchalu.
well, that's a good.
Yin.
It's a
Yin.
good. Yi.
Yes. It's what? Say it again. Yin.
Yeah, it's,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Yin,
good.
yin, yincha.
Yeah. Toameha Hayom.
Chayim.
Hayom.
Chayim.
Zehu. By oh my God, did I miss that one up? Chaim. Oh, Chaim. Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Zehu. Ad Messine. Ad
Wait,
Messine.
I think you missed this line. Vagam.
Oh, thank you. V'gam ha'ohavim divareha gedula baharu.
Okay, good. So let's let Audrey go, but let me just go over here carefully and see what we're reading. And the one thing to note, there's an alternative to this that comes right under it, because this is talking a lot about the sacrifices.
Yeah.
And I guess I know I would prefer not to, talk about them so much, but this is the one we do, so I don't really look at the other one. But so you established Shabbat and desired its offerings. You prescribed the details of its service and the order of the libations. Those who take pleasure in Shabbat inherit eternal glory. Those who savor Shabbat truly merit life. That's, remember we read life a minute ago, Chaim. Here's life. Those who love its teachings have chosen to join in its greatness. Adonai our God, it was at Sinai that you commanded its observance and commanded our ancestors to offer an additional appropriate sacrifice on Shabbat. Okay. Okay, Audrey, Yehi Ratzon Mifanecha.
I can't, wait a minute, I gotta move my,
Oh,
oh, that's okay. Oops, no, I moved it, and you moved it. Just,
oh,
no,
I'm sorry. I'll read
it's okay.
it.
Vayehi ratzon
Wait,
milfanecha.
wait, there's no vav, it's just yihi,
Oh,
not vayi.
Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu hameshiv banim ligvolam sheta alenu besimcha.
Wait. Okay, I'm sorry, I skipped to Shoshan. Okay, go ahead. That's right.
Sheta alenu besimcha le'artzenu v'titaenu bigvolenu. Shesham asu avotenu ve'imotenu lifanecha et karbonotechem timidim kesidram umosafin kehil katam.
Good. Wow, that's great. That's good. So
How many
that's-
years have I been reading it?
I know,
slowly?
I know. No, believe me, I know. I mean, but it's
As
hard.
I read that, the others read 5 prayers.
Well, I don't know which others, not too many others. Not too many
You know,
others.
in my synagogue, I'm not sure, I know the men who daven all the time and are fast, but everybody else just, I never get through. And I don't know how many of the rest of you,
Yeah,
get through
yeah,
on your
you
own.
know what? Do they actually say every word in their mouths, or do they just look at it and go blip, blip,
Right.
with their eyes? I
Right.
don't know, because they finish and I'm still on the first paragraph and
Exactly.
Right. I don't know. And then, but some people read it in English because, well, what's
read
the
it.
point of reading it in Hebrew if you don't even know what it means? I mean, there's so many questions out there about.
yeah, but I'm always left standing
Yeah.
while they've sat down 20 minutes ago and
Right. Right. But it doesn't necessarily mean it really doesn't necessarily mean they finished it. They just decided that they want to. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody.
And I did ask one of the millionaires
Oh.
because they read it every day. And he said,
Right.
I've been reading this for 30, some of them for 30, 40, and 50 years. I
Uh-huh.
sort of kind of know what comes next. I
Right.
just go through.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I guess I'll ask my son. He's very good at this and he goes right through it with them, and I'll ask him if
Okay.
he actually reads every word. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay. May it be your will, God, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, who restores their descendants to their land, to lead us there in joy, and to plant us in our borders, where our ancestors once offered to their sacrifices, the daily sacrifices in their proper order, as well as the additional offerings prescribed for holy days. Lovingly, the additional Shabbat services were offered there as you commanded, fulfilling the words spoken in Revelation written down by Moses. Oh, I wonder if, I don't know, I'm curious if this says Biyad Moshe.
Can I just say,
Yeah, you
one
see
thing,
Yedei, Al Yedei Moshe. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
it's so much easier to read it like this than it is when I'm holding my prayer book, which is far away and I can't see all the letters.
Oh,
And
that's
in everything,
interesting.
this is a cinch compared to going there, holding it, reading it, getting,
Uh-huh.
Now, don't
Isn't
you
that
find it that
interesting?
way?
Hello?
Nobody? No.
What did you say? What did you ask?
He said, I find this so much easier to
Oh,
read
yeah.
because it's larger.
Right.
And I don't have to squint to see what I'm reading
Yeah.
than I do in services.
Yeah. Well, we do have a couple of the large print books, but one is on the bima and one is on the shelf somewhere. But yeah, that bring a magnifying glass or so sometimes this is a good example of, sometimes I'm sitting there wondering, like, why are we still saying these things when we have been back in Israel, for 75 years, and I wonder how many centuries it will take before, we stop saying some of, you know what I mean? Some of these things that are antiquated, but anyway, I guess so much is just tradition, yeah, but it does make it harder to relate to, Okay, Arlene, Uvyom HaShabbat.
Sure. Uvyom HaShabbat, Shnei,
Shanae.
Havasim, B'nei Shana, Timimim, Ushanei, yeah, Esronim, Solate, Mincha, Bilula, Vashemein, Vinisibo.
Vinisko.
Oh, okay. I guess I better clean my glasses. Vinisko, Olat, Shabbat, B'Shavato, Al Olat, Hatamid, Vinisba.
Viniska. Okay, so this is a detailed description of one of the what one of the offerings would be, what the Shabbat offering would be. So 2 yearling lambs without blemish. So chivasim b'nei shana. So that's the 2-year-old lambs. Together with 2/10 of a measure. So ushne, so asar, do you know asar is 10 or esrei? Shmona esrei. So this is what was it? 2/10 of solet mincha, of a measure of choice flour with oil. Shemen is oil. So bilulaba shemen is mixed together with oil, with oil mixed in as a meal offering. And vinisko is the libation. A nesech is a libation, a drink. So with its libation. A burnt, okay, and then olat tamid is so the burnt offering. Olat Shabbat is the Shabbat offering, bashabato, on for every Shabbat, in addition to the daily burnt offering and its libation. So al olat hatamid, so the offering, the continual offering, or the offering of what do they call it? Daily offering. Tamid is every day. So the viniska with its libation. And I'm trying to remember why it always bothered me that you always have to remember if it's nisko or niska, and why one is masculine and one is feminine. But I guess the olat tamid is feminine, and the Shabbat offering is masculine. Anyway, I read this yesterday together with the whole Rosh Chodesh Torah reading, and this is just a tiny little part of it, and so it's fresh in my mind, and all my questions about why is that nisko and that's niska, so anyway. Okay, let's see how much more we can do. We're going to skip the alternative for this, but you can read it someday if you don't. I might start looking at that instead. Okay. And then we have Yismechu, which usually is sung a little bit. Yismechu. Okay. So whose turn is it? Amy? Maybe?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm on an important call, so skip.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't know.
Bye, Pat.
Marilyn?
Yishmachu b'malchut b'malchutcha Shomer Shabbat,
Shomrei.
Shomrei Shabbat, Vikore Oneg, Am Mekad, Am Mekad Shei, Shavi'i, Kulam, Ismahu,
Yisbe'u, is that what you said? Yisbe'u?
Isbahu, right? Isbahu, Ba'u.
Be'u,
Oh,
there's
boo.
no
So you would
H.
say
Yeah,
boo, you would say
Yisbe'u.
just, you would say
Uh-huh.
boo.
Yisbe'u.
Isba'u. Veit an gu mituvecha v'hashvi'i ratzita bo v'kidashtu v'kidashto
Good.
chemdat yamim oto karata zecher
Good.
lema'aseh bereshit.
Okay, good. So Yismechu b'malachutecha, let's see. Those who observe Shabbat and call it a delight shall rejoice in your sovereignty. The people who sanctify the seventh day shall all be fulfilled and shall delight in your abundant goodness. You have loved the seventh day and sanctified it, calling it the most beloved of days, a symbol of the work of creation. So here's Bereshit, creation. Okay, good. All right, Audrey.
Did you skip someone?
Well, Amy was on the telephone. Did I skip Arlene? I don't know.
I'm off now if you want.
Oh, okay. Amy, do you want to do Eloheinu?
Everyone, it was an important call.
Yeah.
Eloheinu, Velhe Abatenu, Ve'imotenu, Ritzeh, Bim, Nu, Hatenu, Behumatenu, Kad, Shenu. Oh, Kadashenu,
Right. Yeah. Kadishenu.
Bemitzotecha,
So this is we pronounce this Vav. It's Vav.
Benitzvotecha, Benitzvotecha,
Good.
V'chein, no, v'chein,
Good.
Chelkenu,
Mm-hmm.
B'toratecha,
Mm-hmm.
Sabe'enu,
Mm-hmm.
Mito Vecha, V'sham, V'sam,
Uh-huh.
Chenu, Biso et,
So this one is Shu. Shuat.
Isho,
Bishu Atecha.
Votecha.
Be Shu
Yeah,
Techa.
Shuatecha.
Good.
V'tacher Lebenu La'ab Ba'abdecha. Ba'abdecha?
Yeah, this is another one where it's ov decha. You can see the vowel is much larger than the normal.
La'ovdecha?
Uh-huh.
Be'emet
Good.
V'chanhilinu?
Mhm.
Lenu.
Meaning, good.
V'chachilenu.
Good.
Adonai Eloheinu Ba'ahava Uvratzon Shabbat Kadosh Shecha.
Okay, let's switch. Let's let Audrey, do you want to pick up with Vayanuchu?
Vayanuchu va Yisrael Mekadeshei Shemecha Baruch atah Adonai Mekadeshei HaShabbat
Mikadesh.
Mekadesh HaShabbat
Okay, go ahead.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amcha Yisrael uv'tifilatam T'chashev et ha'avodah lidbir beitecha v'tipilatam bi'achava t'kabel biratzon U'tzichi liratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. V'techezena einenu b'shuvecha l'tzion berachamim. Baruch atah Adonai hama'azir shekinato l'tzion.
Okay, good. Let's see what we stopped somewhere up here. Okay, purify our hearts to serve you truly. Adonai, our God, lovingly and willingly grant that we inherit your holy Shabbat, that the people of Israel who make your name holy may find rest on this day. Baruch atah Adonai, who makes Shabbat holy. Did we read? Oh, that steps. Oh, we already did the whole Ritzei. Okay. This is about the restoration. Adonai, oh God, embrace your people Israel in their prayer, restore worship to your sanctuary. May the prayers of the people of Israel be lovingly accepted by you, and may our service always be pleasing. May our eyes behold your compassionate return to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, who restores your divine presence to Zion with Zion. Okay. So we ended with, what did I do? Okay, with Litzion to Zion. Okay. And now we come to Modim Anachnu Lach.
Oh, this is nice, yeah.
Okay, Arlene, you want to read Modim?
Sure. Modim anachnu lach sha'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohai avotenu v'imotenu le'olam v'ed zur hayanu magen yishenu atahu lador v'dor. I like that. I like
Yeah, I do too.
Nodei lecha unsaper tehilotecha al hayenu.
Mhm.
Hamsurim biyadecha vi'al nishmotenu hapikudot lach vi'al nisecha. Okay. Shebechol yom imanu vi'al niflotecha v'tovotecha shebechol et erev vavoker v'tsaharim.
Sohoraim. So this is evening, morning, and afternoon.
Okay,
Sohoraim.
Sohoraim. Hatov ki lo halu rachamecha v'hamrahem ki lo tamu chasadecha me'olam kivenu lach.
Kivinu lach. Good. So let's see. We thank you, for you are ever our God and the God of our ancestors. You are the bedrock of our lives, the shield that protects us in every generation. We thank you and sing your praises for our lives that are in your hands, for our souls that are under your care, for your miracles that accompany us each day, and for your wonders and your gifts that are with us each moment, evening, morning, and noon. You are the one who is good, whose mercy is never ending, the one who is compassionate, whose love is unceasing. We have always placed our hope in you. Very beautiful. Okay. And this is just the shorter version of Modim Anachnu Lach when the reader reads the Amida out loud. And this is for Hanukkah. So we're not going to read Hanukkah. I'm just wondering if the Purim edition is here. No, where's the? I thought there was an edition for Purim right here. No, I must be in the wrong place. Okay. And this is during this. Oh, this is for the it's really only said when out loud. When when the cantor or the reader is reading. Does someone want to read it anyway? Let's see, Amy, do you want to read it anyway? Actually, we're up to Marilyn. Is anybody here? Am I the only one here?
I'm here.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
Marilyn, I
I'm
think
here
it's
too.
your turn, if you want to read
Okay, thank
Elohim.
you. Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu Uimatenu Imotenu Barachanu Barachenu
Good.
Baba right? Baba Racha
Mhm.
Hamshu Lesha. Wait, I'm gonna get it. Hamshu Leshet. Right? Hamalu. Hamashu
Hamishu Lesha. Hamishu Lesha. Yes.
Leshet. The Torah. Bat Torah. Hachtuva. Al Yedei Moshe Avodecha. Ha'amorim. Ha'amura. Mipi Aharon. Uvanav. Kohanim. Am. Kedoshecha. Ka'amur. Yevarecha. I don't know. Yevarecha. Yevarecha. Wait. Yevarecha.
Uh-huh.
Adonai v'ish recha.
V'yish merecha.
So.
V'yish merecha.
Oh, v'ish merecha.
Ken yehi ratzon. Everybody says Ken yehi ratzon. Okay.
Yair Adonai panan elecha v'chunecha.
Okay, so if it has a dot in this
Oh,
final,
it's ka.
right?
Yeah. V'chuneta. Ka.
Good. Ken yehi ratzon. Okay.
Yisa Adonai panan payanan
Panav. Panav.
Let me say it. Panav Elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Ken yehi ratzon. Okay. Good. So let's see what we said. Our God and God of our ancestors, bless us with the threefold blessing of the Torah written by Moses, your servant. So we had, remember, Al Yedei Moshe was here, recited by Aaron and his descendants, the Kohanim, the consecrated priests of your people. May Adonai bless and protect you. So may it be God's will. May Adonai's countenance shine upon you, and may Adonai bestow kindness upon you, and may Adonai's countenance be lifted toward you, and may Adonai grant you peace. So this is the same as when you bless your children, right? Does it sound familiar?
Mhm. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Barbara,
Um,
I'm gonna leave. It's
yeah,
already-
it's,
I'm
it's,
gonna
it's
leave.
late. Okay, I don't know who's saying
Sorry.
that, but, okay. So next time we'll pick up with Sim Shalom and, the prayer after that, Elohai Nitzor Lishoni Meira, which is silent, but it's still, we can still go over it. So, okay, so I'm going to stop share. Okay, good. So thank you all.
Thank
Thank you. Barbara, I will not be here next week, but I'll send you an email to remind you.
All right, good,
Okay?
thanks. And,
You
and
bet.
happy Purim to everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
absolutely.
wasn't on my A game today, but whatever.